What's up, Illusioneers? It's the Wizard here, and today we're taking a look at the green High Victorian playing cards by Theory 11. Now, taking a look at the tuck case, as you can see, the green High Victorians feature a ton of metallic green and gold foil along with a lot of embossing, and it makes for a very spectacular and ornate tuck case design that also shimmers in the light. Now on the front, we have the text High Victorian playing cards produced by Theory 11, finely crafted for the inquisitive mind. And here at the very center, we have a clock-type design accompanied by both Roman numerals around the side for hours and Arabic numbers for the seconds. And of course, to either side, there's a bit more detail. Premium finish, casino quality, and as you know, when you see that, you know that you are handling a deck of the finest quality in craftsmanship. Now on the side, we have the text High Victorian, designed in the United Kingdom, made in the United States of America, and there are a ton of details to be revealed, and I don't even think that this deck review can adequately capture them. The other side of the tuck reads the same way. The bottom of the tuck features the Theory 11 logo and some of their usual trademarks. The top features a very unique tuck seal that I don't think I have ever seen the likes of on any other deck. And the back of the tuck case, instead of featuring a glimpse of the back design, features yet another very ornate design. And it makes this deck quite the one to sit down with and just look over, because every time more details emerge. Now, opening up the tuck case, there are more details on the interior flap, and the entire of the inside of the tuck has been adorned with gold, foil, and some embossing, so it feels absolutely luxurious. Now, per Theory 11's usual, they have included 2 ad cards with this deck, and both ad cards feature the back design of the deck, so you could split these cards to create a double backer, but it does not come included. And also, here is a quick glimpse of the back design. Now here we have a mirrored two-way back that features a ton of small details that you just have to look at for yourself to fully take in. However, to point out a few, we have that clock design, top and bottom, as featured on the front of the tuck, but this time in miniaturized form. We have High Victorian, London, NYC, as well, top and bottom, and of course, in smaller detail, we have things such as the arts and sciences atop the pillars. And at the bordering edges of the design, we have the text Theory 11 and High Victorian that has been snuck in, and it is a very detailed back design. Now, setting that aside, you get 2 jokers that are identical in design, but one is black and white and the other is red and white. Now, looking at the faces of these cards, each ace within this deck features its own unique design, and in my opinion, that makes this deck much more unique and a very collectible piece. The faces and the pips are also fully custom, as you can see, and no details have been ignored right down to the court cards, which instead of featuring traditional court faces, feature things that include ornate designs and text that says stuff like the Jack of Spades or 11 and a spade. And that makes this a very unique approach to court cards, especially considering traditionally you would have human or human-like figures. And again, the aces are fully custom, each with their own unique design. And of course, going through, the red cards have been dimmed to be a bit more of a dark but intense red, and the designs continue all the way through this deck. Now, taking a look at how this deck handles, the High Victorian playing cards were printed on a stock that is about as thick as a Bicycle Standard deck is. However, right out of the box, this deck feels a bit more flexible. That aside, the deck also features an embossed finish and somewhat thin borders, which means that in fans and spreads it will be very easy to work with, and card manipulations should not be any issues for you with this deck. And on a final note, the deck does feature a traditional cut. However, because of the deck's ornate nature, this deck seems to be more suited for collectors looking for a unique item than it does for cardistry or card magicians.